Welcome, folks, to the Red River Grain pregame show, serving local farmers since 1986. Turner Bluffis hanging out with you, delightful listeners, as we got some American Legion baseball on the airwaves. Actually got games on back-to-back days covering Breckenridge Post 53, as we'll also be doing their matchup with Morris tomorrow. But today they are taking on Pelican Rapids Post 17. And this is at Breckenridge, by the way, so if you guys wanted to make it over here, feel free to swing over and catch the game, of course. Beautiful day for some baseball. Obviously, maybe a little toasty here. And I will let you guys know ahead of time, I did have an equipment mishap. I think this is the first time it's happened since I've worked here. My equipment wasn't tolerating me. So if we crash out during the broadcast, that is why. If you're tuning in on our YouTube stream, KBMW News Live, just want to give you an early heads up on that. We're working on it as we go. But let's dive into our stat report, brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick, your local State Farm agents that got you covered in Wapton and Breckenridge. And we'll start off with the batting average for Post 53, as on the year they are hitting 253. Their opponents are hitting 247 on the year. Breckenridge, in their 6-8 record, have outscored their foes 81-76 so far. They have drawn 49 walks and have walked 37 batters, 82 strikeouts to 66 for their foes. And then runners in scoring position, Breckenridge is hitting 292 to 281 against their opponents, and then they got the advantage in the stolen bases as well, 29 to 26 in that category on the year so far. So that is the first portion of your State Farm stat report. Now on to part number 2, as we highlight Riley Kappas so far in his two-way start to the year, as he has been dynamite both at the plate and on the hill. And he's hitting 286 on the year, giving up 229 while he's batting. He has scored 14 runs while throwing an ERA of 1.88 so far. That is fantastic. On base percentage, 447 so far, so the guy's just got a knack for it. And my apologies, actually has drawn, I think I'm just reading the stats wrong here a little bit here. Okay, he's struck out 7 batters to 1 walk, and then 8 strikeouts of his own to 11 walks. You know, I'm worried I'm going to actually swap those. Sorry, I didn't get a thorough breakdown from Roberto before I hopped into it. But he's driven in 8 runs and has given up 6 earned ones so far. And then he has swiped 8 bases on his 9 attempts compared to the 4 that he has given up while he's been pitching on 6 attempts. And now for the final portion of our State Farm stat report. Apologies, might have doubled up on these ones. So we'll actually loop back for the other one if we got it, but we also got your starting lineups. So we may as well take care of those before we loop back for the final portion of the stat report if we get to it. And we'll start off with Pelican Rapids. They go with Lucas Verdorn. The center fielder wears number 4 at the top of the order, Esteban Garza. Second baseman is wearing number 6. Luke Soley is going to be on the hill today wearing number 8. Tubi Guler batting cleanup. He's playing short and wearing number 15. Ethan Sjostrom is behind the plate and wearing number 2, position number 2 accordingly. McLean Hovland in right field is wearing number 1. Willem Pesch is over at first base wearing number 12. Levi Hillica is in left field wearing number 25. And then Bricker Haugrud, third baseman, wearing number 19. And then Keegan Nelstad is the lone substitute for today's Pelican Rapids Post 17 team. They're coached by Andy Johnson. And for Breckenridge Post 53, it looks like I accidentally doubled up on taking a picture of that one. That was on me, folks. But Breckenridge going with the apologies, folks. All right. Batting leadoff is Riley Kappas for Breckenridge. He wears number 11 and plays left field. Jackson Riggs on the hill today wearing number 22. Connor Ernst is batting third, wearing number 13, and is going to be behind the plate today with Riggs as the battery mate. Cooper Roberts up next, playing third base, wearing number 2. He is batting fourth. Paul Armitage moving up to number 5 in the batting order. He's playing right field, and Armitage wears number 16. Logan Church, wearing number 12, is playing first base. Charlie Craychaw up next in the batting order. Gavin Hoffer as well. They're in the infield together, wearing playing shortstop and second base respectively. Then Jacob Nicholson DHing for Lawson Oliphant as we jump into your national anthem. This has been the pregame show brought to you by Red River Grain.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wahpeton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wahpeton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Eggeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, you need Optimum Rehab.
And let's dive into it as we get started with this American Legion clash between Breckenridge and Pelican Rapids, and Jackson Riggs fires a first pitch strike to open up the ball game. Going against Lucas Verdorn. Or 1-1, apologies. Now 1-2 is the count as we have it wrapped up for the Red River Grain pregame show. Flip it over to our Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We got a 1-2 count. That curveball catches the top corner for strike one looking. Jackson Riggs drops it in, and usually you like that curveball to land low in the zone, but they'll take it right there. And apologies, better switch it over to a little more ideal camera angle for you folks watching on the YouTube channel. And first pitch is too low in the zone for ball one for Esteban Garza. Riggs firing it to Connor Ernst. Got a handful of guys who can play catcher on this squad. Jackson Riggs usually does the honors, but Paul Armitage seen a lot of time behind the plate as well. And a nice little Hit there to the outside part of the zone for strike one. 2-1 is the count. Riggs, who's got a lot on that fastball. This one's going to be low. Number 22. Taking on post 17 once again. Esteban Garza, the second baseman, awaits the delivery. And this one, nice off speed to the inside part of the plate. Riggs versus Garza, full count. And that one too far outside for ball 4. Esteban Garza heads to first. Brings up Luke Soley, who we'll see on the hill today. We'll see how he does with men on base. And the cleanup man, Timmy Guler, on deck. And a nice first pitch strike there thrown in from Riggs. Breckenridge coming off of a big win on Monday against DGF. So that one is fouled off. Make it an 0-2 count. Post 17 Orange Sox. Taking on the post 53 Red Bulls. And another backwards K. As Jackson Riggs has now fanned 2 batters to start it off. Man on first. With Timmy Guler stepping up to the plate. Once again, a man on first to work with. And that man on first is going to take off right away, but then head on back. Riggs steps off, but no action. And now the runner is off to first. They're going to do a pitch out, but Connor Ernst is going to throw it to where he's usually holding it down at shortstop, but a little off the mark there. So Esteban Garza gets into scoring position. Timmy Guler at the dish. Awaits the Riggs pitch. And low off speed in the inside corner for strike one. Guler with a man in scoring position. Swings and misses on that one. 1-2 as Riggs is looking for his 3rd strikeout already in the first inning. Guler, number 15. Wait on the pitch, and he's going to chop this one to Riggs. It's going to bounce off the glove, but good hustle there to recover and throw it over to first, but the throw is off the mark. That is going to score a run. And ball's going to go out of play. So just trying to do a little too much there, trying to make the play, but they're actually going to send the runner back to third. So the run will not count. So Breckenridge catches a break there. So now runners on first and third with 2 outs. And Ethan Sjostrom steps into the batter's box. Yeah, I'm not sure. And now they're sending the man back to second, so confusing sequence, but I'm going to roll with it. And now a wild pitch is going to move both runners into scoring position. So Garza on third and Guler on first, or on second, apologies. Sjostrom, or 1-0 is the count after the wild pitch. with 2 men on scoring position and 2 outs. Not a bad miss there from Riggs. Looked to be in an okay spot. Apologies. As that one will catch the outside corner to help Riggs out a little bit here. Now a 3-1 count. And this one is fouled off to fill the count. Well out of play over the grandstand. 0-0 score with 2 outs in the top of the first inning on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Riggs going to try to end the inning and gets a batter to stick the bat out, but it is fouled off. The count remains full for Ethan Sostrom. Apologies, I'm going to have to nail down that pronunciation the next time through the order. We're 5-man in the order with 2 men in scoring position. Going to try to come through for post 17 with bases with 2 men in scoring position. He's going to drop that one into center field. That'll score both runners for a 2-run single from Ethan Sostrom. And Sostrom will get a courtesy runner, Keegan Nelstad, after the 2-run single. It's actually the first hit of the day for Pelican Rapids. Comes in a timely fashion. So Keegan Nelstad will take over the base running duties as a courtesy, and McLean Hovland will try to add to the lead with a man on base. Riggs drops in a fastball to start it off. 0-1 count with a man on first. Riggs has that one hit a similar spot there. 0-2 is the count for McLean Hovland. And that one too far outside, doesn't go chase him. 1-2 is the count for number 1. Orange Sox now leading 2-0. Make sure to get that update on the scoreboard as we speak. Your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Thanks for everyone tuning in on the YouTube stream. If you're not listening on the radio, 2-2 count. Man on first. And that curveball is going to miss just a hair high to make it a full count. Riggs trying not to lose this batter, McLean Hovland. Waits on the full count pitch, and strikeout number 3 of the inning, but Pelican Rapids takes advantage of 1 error and 1 hit to score 2 runs. And 1 man left on. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
And welcome back. After half an inning of play, we got a 2-0 lead for Pelican Rapids post 17 here in Breckenridge. Post 53 looking to respond. And if you are watching this broadcast and got my number and it freezes up on me, feel free to shoot me a text, as that was an issue we were having before the game. Don't want to jinx it right now because we haven't had it during the game, but don't worry. I knocked on every piece of wood in this building, or in this prize box. And leading it off is Riley Kappas. As we told you guys about in the stat report, he's having a fantastic start to the Legion season. See how he's going to lead it off today. Number 11 at the plate. First pitch outside for ball one. Luke Soley on the hill for Pelican Rapids. Soley's next pitch. Another miss outside. 2-0's the count. Next pitch for the leadoff man for Breckenridge, too high. So 3 straight balls to open it up for Soley. And that one, 4th straight ball for Riley Kappas. The easiest at bat of his life. As Jackson Riggs steps up to the plate with a man on first. Riggs, sporting number 22. Love to get some get back here after giving up a couple runs on the hill. That one too low for ball one, so 5 straight balls to open this one up. And so far on the year, Jackson Riggs is hitting .270. He's got a .357 on-base percentage. 10 hits. All singles so far. And now 6 straight balls to open up this game. Riggs has also driven in 10 runners, tied for the team lead. Three walks to 4 strikeouts. And now a 3-0 start to this at bat. I'm not a betting man, but I'm assuming Jackson Riggs got the take sign there. Bet my vehicle on it. We'll see who's going to come collect my vehicle after, if he swings on this one. And 2 straight 4-pitch walks to open up the ball game for Soley on the hill. Connor Ernst coming up to the dish, but after the tough start, Coach Andy Johnson's going to meet with his pitcher and the rest of the Pelican Rapids squad. Just kind of reassess the situation. Fix the mound, apparently. We'll see what else they have in store for this. As Breckenridge could tie this game up with a base hit here. David Erlinson can, I'm assuming David Erlinson's going to be running for Riggs, but I haven't checked over at first yet. Brecken Anderson doing the honors. Connor Ernst stepping up to the plate with runners on first and second once again. Not a bad way to get your first 2 men on. Connor Ernst, we all know he loves to take a hack at that first pitch, but wisely lets the, well, catches the strike zones. Maybe he could have taken a hack at it, but I'm saying after 8 straight balls to open up a game, probably don't want to take a hack at the first one you see. And this one misses the zone once again. Runners on first and second, no outs. Here in the bottom of the first, Breckenridge trailing 2-0 against Pelican Rapids. As Connor Ernst is going to hack that one to the third baseman. He's going to get the lead runner for the first out since Pelican Rapids has been in the field. So Riley Kappas will out on the fielder's choice. Brings up Cooper Roberts, the cleanup hitter. Roberts shares the team lead with Riggs for RBIs with 10. Roberts so far in the year hitting .326, .370 on base percentage. Scored 9 runs. See what he does with runners on first and second. First one way too high. Curveball got away from Solid there a little bit. Runners on first and second once again. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Breck down 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in this first inning of play. And Solly helps himself out there, maybe kind of settling in. Let's see. Catches the outside corner for a strike. And that one also finds that spot, that time with a curveball. It's Cooper Roberts. A 1-2 count. And 2 men on. He'll hold off on chasing that one out of the zone. A nice stop there from Ethan Sostrom, keeping the 2 runners in check after the stop behind the plate. And just like that, a full count for Cooper Roberts after the curveball dropped too far. 1 out. And Cooper Roberts would love to tie this game up with a 2-run hit. And this one pops up. One might have been a hair too high. It looked like he chased kind of out of the zone into right field. Neither of the runners will tag up. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. After the fly out. Brings up Paul Armitage, the right fielder wearing number 16. So far in the Legion season is hitting .259. About a .459 on base percentage. Not too shabby there. Drawing 8 walks. Worn a couple pitches as well. A 1 count for Armitage. And that one, this is too high and outside. Two nothing score. Pelican Rapids in the lead on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And I'm going to say Armitage went far enough on the check swing. 1-2 count. Breckenridge in danger of stranding a pair of runners here in the opening inning. Runners on first and second once again, and this one's fouled off by Armitage to keep the AB alive. Luke Soley trying to get out of this inning unscathed. Runners on first and second with a 1-2 count for Armitage. Armitage is going to smack this inside pitch over to the third baseman, who's going to make the fielder's choice out. Apologies, not switching over to that on the video stream. I'll try to do better on that as we go along. But after 1 inning of play, we got a 2-0 score. Pelican Rapids, post 17, leads Breckenridge, post 53. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725. Take charge of your financial future with a proactive approach from Bremer Bank in Breckenridge. Did you know that Bremer offers more than just traditional banking services? We also offer investment, wealth management, and insurance services for all of your financial needs. Bremer can help you plan for your future and protect what matters most. The professionals at Bremer are ready to help you think ahead. Stop by Bremer today to learn more about our comprehensive financial solutions or call 218-643-8721.
Welcome back to Breckenridge, where Pelican Rapids is heading up to the plate with Willem Pesch, Levi Hillica, and Bricker Haugrit. 7-8-9 hitters for Pelican Rapids. Starting off with a ball. 1-0 count. Jackson Riggs struck out 3 batters in the first inning. This one's fouled off. But a 2-run single from Ethan Sjostrom. Sjostrom? What are we going with for catcher? Sjostrom? There we go. That's Jackson Riggs. Gonna fire in the 1-2 pitch and fouled off by Pesch. Breckenridge trailing 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as we start up this second inning. And that one too high to even it up at 2-2. Breckenridge would have liked to even up the score at 2-2, but left a pair of runners stranded in that first inning after drawing a pair of walks. 8 straight balls to open up the game, but looks solely settled in after that, as Riggs picks up strikeout number 4 on the day. Brings up Levi Hillica. Hillica plays left field. A left-handed hitter with nobody on and 1 out here in the top of the second. Swung on a miss on the inside pitch. Riggs got some good pop on that fastball once again. And now another one on the inside part of the plate. Held off on. 0-2 count for Hillica. And that one fouled off. To lead the count at 0-2. Hillica doesn't go chasing outside for the curveball. I saw that one coming from a mile away. Let's see what Riggs has for this next one. Goes back to the fastball, which is fouled off. The inside fastball again. And Connor Ernst have a quick chat with Jackson Riggs. Pair of guys who both spent a lot of time behind the plate, so got a pretty good idea of how they like to operate in these situations. We'll see. I bet Ernst has got a really good plan for this next one. We'll see. And Bricker Haugrit, the bottom of the order, on deck. One-two count. And this one is fouled off again. As Hillica staying alive over and over. And swung on a miss for the 5th strikeout of the day for Riggs on the hill. And now could strike out the side for the first time in this ball game, with the bottom of the order Bricker Haugrit stepping up to the plate. Seeing a lot of blow-by fastballs on the inside part of the plate. And 1-0 to start this one off. The inside pitch. Ricker Haugrud, the top of the order on deck. He's going to smack that one past Logan Church. Church stuck the glove out there trying to stab it and keep it in the infield, but got by him into right field for the single. Ricker Haugrud comes through at the bottom of the order. Brings up Lucas Verdorn. Verdorn struck out looking his first time up. One of 5 Ks once again. As that is how Breckenridge has gotten every out so far in this game. That one is fouled off. So another first pitch strike for Riggs. Man on first. Pelican Rapids leading 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And swung on a miss. Now 0-2. As Riggs is going to try to make it half a dozen. See what he's got for the 0-2. And almost got the batter to check swing. Connor Ernst lost track of the ball and made it back to the fence, but the runner was able to advance to second on the pass ball. So now a runner in scoring position for Lucas Verdorn. Top of the order once again. Looking to improve on his last attempt, which was a backwards K. 1-2 pitch. Right down the pipe. And it looks like Verdorn maybe thought it was a hair high, but it'll catch the top of the zone for strike 3 looking once again. 1 man left on, 1 hit, no errors and no runs. Your score is 2-0. Pelican Rapids leading Breckenridge. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KN today.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field, where Breckenridge post 53 stepping up to the plate for the second time today. Logan Church hopping into the batter's box after Breckenridge left 2 men stranded in the first time at the plate. Due up for Breckenridge, Logan Church, Charlie Craychaw, and Gavin Hoffert. Left-handed batter, Church, getting it started. First one outside too far for ball 1. And Soli's next pitch is chopped at the second baseman. And nice hustle there from Church, but a 4-3 put out nonetheless. Charlie Craychaw coming up to the bat. And I realized it right after I said it that I accidentally swapped the positions with him and Hoppert. At least I got them in the middle infield correctly. Krejci holding it down at short. Connor Ernst usually is playing there, but behind the plate today. It's nice to have the versatility in the lineup that Breckenridge has. And first pitch strike there, as Soley has really settled in after 8 straight balls to open up this game. That one too low. Make it a 1-1 count for Charlie Krejci. Soley. Nobody on and 1 out. 1-1 is the count. Too low and outside. Bottom of the second. Breckenridge down 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And swung on a miss on the curveball. Nice drop there from Soley. Two count. And swung on a miss from Krejci. So 2 up, 2 down. Brings up Gavin Hoffert. Second baseman wearing number 9. Trying to line it and drive it. Soley's first pitch. Curveball to hit the outside corner. A 1 count. Breckenridge down 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Coming off of a 2-run single in the first inning as Hoffert holds off on that curveball, and another one finds the zone for strike 2. 0-2 count for Hoffert. And that one is fouled off to keep it alive. Looks like the vehicles are safe. I made sure to tell Gavin Hoffert and a couple of his teammates that if they ended up hitting into my vehicle, I was going to be very upset. And I know what they drive. As Hoffert has that one go by on the outside corner to catch it for strike 3, and 3 up, 3 down. Breckenridge continues to trail 2-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side. No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Welcome back to Cowboy Field. And apologies for that. My mouse disappeared on me for a second there. I was like, I'm pretty sure I can get rid of this music, as this one is going to be hit to the shortstop, Charlie Krejci. Makes a nice 6-3 put out. Caught that on the scoot and zipped it over for the out. Let's get the inning started. That is the first out of the game that Breckenridge's defense has registered that was not a strikeout after Jackson Riggs got the first 6 strikeouts on his own. Misses the zone on this one. 1-0 is the count. Riggs comes back with a nice strike. 1-1 count for Luke Soley, who struck out looking his first time up. And now 2-1 after that inside miss. Another miss inside and low. 3-1 is the count. And this one is going to be hit over the right fielder's head. Paul Armitage heading back to the fence to regain the ball and tries getting it in, and actually originally took a kind of a step forward and realized misjudged it and took off, and that's a stand-up double for Luke Soley. Pelican Rapids. Now as Timmy Guler walking up to the plate, he got on with an error his first time up. Hit it right to Jackson Riggs, who had it go off the glove. And he threw it over to first, which went out of play. And this one is a wild pitch, and it actually went toward the Breckenridge dugout, so Connor Ernst will track it down. Second time that there's been a wild pitch that Ernst had a hard time figuring out where it went, and it went toward the Breckenridge dugout. But that's the thing about these fastballs when they're coming in so fast. It's literally in the name, right? And then takes a bit of a wild hop sometimes. So now all of a sudden we got a runner on third with a 1-0 count and 1 out here in the top of the third. That one goes by the eyes. Make it a 2-0 count. Timmy Guler awaits the delivery. And this one is a chopper to the shortstop. Charlie Craychaw thought about trying to go home, but instead will toss over to first, but they're going to say it is safe. So an infield single for Timmy Guler. Beats it out to drive in the run. Ethan Schustrom, who had the 2-run single in the first inning, to put his squad on the board as they now lead 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in the top of the third. Runner on first, and 1 out in the top of the third. And Jackson Riggs with a first pitch strike here. Schustrom has a man on first to work with. Guler just showed off the Jets, and now we get to see him again here with a run to second, and the throw is going to be a hair late. Big improvement from the last throw down to second from Ernst, but still not in time, as once again we said Guler shows those wheels on the base paths for sure, and moves into scoring position for Schustrom. Took care of business last time he had guys in scoring position, and we'll see if that'll carry through again now here, as they're going to check on him at second. And we're back in business. 1-1 count for Schustrom. Looking for his third RBI of the day. That one catches the outside corner for strike two looking. Schustrom. Down 1-2 in the count. And gets rung up looking once again. Once again, a batter gets rung up looking, I should say. Not actually him per se. So Riggs has struck out 7 batters so far. 4 of them have been looking. And now McLean Hovland, who struck out swinging his last time up, has a man in scoring position. This one is going to be blooped out of play toward the concession stand. Hovland, with his squad leading 3-0 in this top of the third on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And nice pickoff move from Jackson Riggs. The throw is not in time. A very nice move there from Riggs. Caught Guler dead to rights on the base paths, but still was able to get back in time. One of those moves where it's almost like, oh boy, couldn't have been that easy, right? 0-2 count. McLean Hovland. Doesn't go upstairs for that one. Now a 1-2 count. See if Briggs is going to go back to that trusty fastball for his 8th K of the day. Too high for ball 2. Man on second once again. 2-2 count and 2 outs. Too far outside. Ernst able to keep it from being a wild pitch, so we got a full count. Jackson Riggs looking to wrap up this inning and try to limit the damage to the 1 run they've given up so far. And swung on and miss for the 8th strikeout of the day. 1 man left on, 1 run scores off of 2 hits. And no errors. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Make sure your vehicle is road trip ready and save big at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Receive up to $40 in rebates on select brake rotors and brake pads. Up to $30 in rebates on select wipers. Up to $20 in rebates on select batteries. And up to $15 in rebates on engine and cabin air filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field. We got a 3-0 score. Breckenridge trailing Pelican Rapids on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And due up for Breckenridge Post 53, they got Jacob Nicholson, bottom of the order, stepping up to the plate. And then Riley Kappas, Jackson Riggs. Or my apologies. Or no, it is Jackson Riggs, second in the order. It's almost, I feel like I made a mistake there. Did I, No, that's where they had Jackson Riggs. Question my sanity there, because I don't know if I've ever seen him bat second. Yeah? What do you know? So Jacob Nicholson had the big-time hit and then scored the game-winning run in their victory over DGF. We'll lead off with a bunt. We started off the bottom of the 3rd, but fouled off. Nicholson, the left-handed hitter, wearing number 5. Oh, 1 is the count. And Luke Soley drops in a slow-moving curveball, but finds the zone. 0-2 count. Soley started off the game with 8 straight balls, and since then has been lights out against Post 53. Nicholson is going to foul this one off toward his coach Jack Heideman on the 3rd baseline. Breckenridge needing some offensive production here, down 3-0 in the bottom of the 3rd. And Nicholson with a quick little flinch there, but held off on that one up top, even though you could tell he wanted to take a hack at it. 1-2 count for Nicholson. And swung on and missed for strike 3. Brings up Riley Kappas, who walked his first time up. Got stranded on second base. Or no, my apologies. He was actually out at third because of the fielder's choice in the first inning. But once again, watched 4 straight balls go by to open up this ball game. Jackson Riggs got 4 straight balls himself when he came up, and we'll stick with the theme of not taking any hacks at this, as that one is too high with the curveball and inside. Comes back with a fastball, and that's the first strike Kappas has seen go by today. Kappas, the right-handed hitter. Leaves that one outside and high for 2-1 now in the count. Jackson Riggs on deck once again. Now 2-2 count after the off speed lands in the outside part of the plate. Solely looking to make it 4 straight Ks. Instead, Kappas will drive this one to center field, and a very nice diving grab in center for the out. That was Lucas Verdorn coming through for the diving grab. Tough break for Breckenridge. 2 up, 2 down. As Jackson Riggs will head up to the plate. He blocked his first time in the batter's box. Breckenridge went 1-2-3 in the second inning as well. And Riggs going to put that one right up the middle. And a very nice move there from Guler. And then a nice tag as well for the recovery. So Pelican Rapids putting together a defensive showcase here. After the nice tag from the first baseman, Willem Pesch. Breckenridge down 3-0 heading into the 4th inning. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live per the i3G Sports Network.
So what's in a name? Well, plenty when it comes to decisions about assisted living.
When it was time for Mom to make that move, we looked at a ton of options.
Everywhere we looked, there was something cold and impersonal. Then we found Twin Town Villa.
What we found at Twin Town Villa was completely different. They gently nurture their residents' identities, they help them hold their dignity, and they do it all with loving respect.
Twin Town Villa is a building filled with people, not numbers.
Twin Town Villa, building respect and dignity, one resident at a time.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
Welcome back to Breckenridge, where we are starting the top of the 4th. Post 53 has gone 1-2-3 their last 2 times up to bat. And Willem Pesch, who just got that nice put out at first base, is up to the plate. He struck out swinging his first time up. And that was a nice throw on the run from Timmy Guler over to first base, but it was even better tag, if you ask me, from Willem Pesch. He caught it with, he had to jump to catch it, so his feet weren't on the base, and he stuck it out to tag Jackson Riggs before he was able to step on first. Just a really nice recovery. But 2-1 is the count after that. Pitch misses outside. 3-0 lead for Pelican Rapids on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Swung on and missed from Pesch. As Riggs, despite being down 3-0 in the game, has already tallied 8 strikeouts through 3 innings. Make it 9. 9 out of the 10 outs that Breckenridge has registered so far have been strikeouts. Brings up Levi Hillica. You guys want to take a guess at what he did his last time up? Struck out. Swinging on this on his go around though. And now Riggs has fanned 3 straight batters over the last 2 innings. 1-0 to start off this at bat. Now swung on and missed from Hillica. As Pelican Rapids open up this inning just like they opened up the second with 7, 8, 9 in the order. As this one is going to be popped foul and caught by Cooper Roberts in foul territory. Had to stick my head out the window really quick there to make sure he caught it. Brings up Bricker Haugerud. He has one of his team's 4 hits on the day. Coming through at the bottom of the order in the second inning. First pitch from Riggs, a little too high in the zone. His squad trailing 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and this one hit hard past the shortstop for the second hit of the day from Bricker Haugerud, who is making a case to move up in the order from his 9 spot. Lucas Verdorn looking to improve on his last 2 trips to the plate, which were both strikeouts that he watched strike 3 go by. Did just make a really nice grab in center, so see if he can ride some of that momentum here to the plate with a man on first. See how aggressive they get with Haugerud on the base paths. He advanced to second his last time around, but that was just off of a pass ball, as this one is going to be hit past the shortstop for another single. So back-to-back base rips from Haugerud and Verdorn. Brings up Esteban Garza, one of the 2 players in the lineup, or 3 players in the lineup who have not struck out so far. He got on with a walk and then grounded out to short second time up. First pitch does not find the zone for ball 1. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. Fouled off. The backstop by Garza. Riggs could hit double digits if he strikes out this final batter of the inning. Or anyone else who comes up, I guess, but we'll see if this ends up being the final batter of the inning. 1-1 is the count. And this one is going to be kind of a half swing. And Charlie Crayjaw with a 6-3 put out for the final out of the inning. So no run score off of 2 hits, 2 men left on, and no errors. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field, where Breckenridge is still looking for their first run of the day. They trail 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard, and due up, they got a strong part of the lineup with Connor Ernst, Cooper Roberts, and Paul Armitage, the 3-4-5 hitters. Haven't gotten a base runner since the first inning, so would like to do something about that here in the bottom of the fourth. Breckenridge once again trailing 3-0. Also looking for their first hit of the day. Obviously, Breckenridge was no hit in the 4th of July game, so would like to avoid having that happen 2 times in the same month, over a stretch of 5 days, actually. Bottom of the fourth. Too high for in the zone 1-0 count. I'm told I'm speaking the jinx into existence. I saved that for basketball. I use all my powers on free throws. As Connor Ernst, I thought he was breaking up the no-hitter here potentially, but instead it's going to be a 5-3 putout. Cooper Roberts flew out to right field his last time at the plate. As Luke Soley has really turned it around after the shaky start. Gave up a couple walks right off the bat and has gotten an out on every single batter he's faced since then. Granted, one of them was a fielder's choice, but you know what I mean. 1-0 after that. Low one in the dirt. Cooper Roberts. Let's foul this one off. 1-1 count for Cooper Roberts as Breckenridge once again rocking those sharp white jerseys that we got to see in the 4th of July game. Apparently they wore them on Monday as well, so 2 big thumbs up from this guy. As that one too high in the zone. Roberts has to duck it. One out so far here in the bottom of the 4th. Roberts with the advantage 3-1 at the plate. Breckenridge take a base runner any way they can get it after back-to-back 1-2-3 innings. Roberts awaits the 3-1 pitch. And that one too far inside. He'll take ball 4. And off to first he goes. Brings up Paul Armitage. Hit into a fielder's choice last time up. Grounded out to the third baseman. Breckenridge once again looking for their first run of the day. We'll see if they can get it here in the bottom of the 4th. Too far outside, but a good job by the catcher, Schustrom. Stick the glove out there and keep it from being a wild pitch. And 1-0 count with the man on first. This one, oh, good cut from Armitage. Drives that to center field, and it's going to be a fly out. Roberts heads back to first base. Look good off the bat. Logan Church up to the plate, grounded out to the second baseman his last time through the order. And now Church. Swung on and missed to start off the at-bat. Man on first. And Church is going to foul that one off. 0-2 count for Logan Church. Oh, 2 count once again. And this one off the handle is going to go over the first baseman. for the first hit of the day for Breckenridge, and it's actually going to leave runners in the corners. So Logan Church loops it over his fellow first baseman and breaks up the no-no. As the tying runner is now at the plate, Charlie Craychaw struck out swinging his first time up. Pelican Rapids going to have a quick strategy session beforehand. So it's been a couple innings since we've had a guy on base. We got to remember what we do in this situation. 2 outs. Breckenridge trailing 3-0 to Pelican Rapids on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Church at first base. Roberts at third. Craychaw with the golden opportunity with 2 outs. First pitch outside for ball 1. Schustrom once again doing a good job of keeping in front of them. Curveball falls in for strike 1 looking. Church the man on first once again, and Cooper Roberts on third. Craychaw is going to foul that one off toward the concession stand. Now a 1-2 count for Charlie Craychaw. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, Breckenridge down 3-0. Runner is off, and Church will take second with ease. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Craychaw with a 2-2 count. Soley delivers the pitch. And they're going to say strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. So 2 men left on, 1 hit, and no errors. No runs scored. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Part of the I3G Sports Network. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Your daughter has the flu. Your son breaks his arm. You need quality medical care you can count on. CHI St. Francis Primary Care Walk-In Clinic. Quality family care. Go to the Primary Care Walk-In Clinic at CHI St. Francis, where there is no appointment necessary. Hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 7:30 and 9 to 5 on the weekend. Quality care close to home. You get the finest care for home injuries, common illnesses, and emergency service. Virtual visit available. Call 643-0747. We treat you like family. You're one of our own.
And welcome back to Breckenridge, Minnesota, where we got a 3-0 Pelican Rapids lead against Breckenridge Post 53. Logan Church taking over the pitching duties after 4 nice innings from Jackson Riggs. 3 runs allowed. Did strike out 9 batters. Gave up 6 hits and 2 walks. Or no, apologies. I think it might have actually just been 1 walk. Brings up Luke Soley. He's got a double and a strikeout in his 2 trips to the plate. Scored a run as well. The squad leading 3-0 once again on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Logan Church catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Nice movement on that one. Sails out of play. 0-2 count for Solely. And now ball one. Logan Church. Delivers another lefty off speed, and that one is going to be driven right down the middle for a single. Solely's second hit of the day. Brings up Timmy Guler, who has scored 1 run today. It's 1 for 2. He's got a single and also got on with an error. And stole a base while he was at it. Did I mention he's also got an RBI? A little bit of everything from Timmy Guler, and a little bit of a half swing here to set up the double play, but looks like the second throw is not going to be in time, so they get the lead runner on the fielder's choice. Brings up Ethan Schustrom. Had a 2-run single his first time up, and then struck out looking his second time through. He's got a man on first and 1 out in the top of the 5th. And runners off to second. And Connor Ernst still behind the plate. His throw is off target. As Guler gets his second stolen base of the day. No count for Ethan Schustrom. Church gives the runner a look. Comes with that side winding curve and popped up. Actually, 0-2 is the count after that one. And Schustrom going to add to his team's 3-run lead. They're up 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard in the top of the 5th. Church going to get his first strikeout, and he'll get it here. Swing and a miss from Schustrom. Brings up McLean Hovland, who is 0 for 2 with a pair of Ks. Went down swinging both times. We'll see how he does with a man in scoring position, and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. First pitch goes by for strike 1. Church. Can't drop it in on this one to even it up at 1-1. 2 outs and a man in scoring position. Logan Church. The runner a look, and that is fouled off into the back fence. 1-2 count. Church takes his time, gets a sign that he likes from Ernst. And this one is popped up. Jackson Riggs is going to have the play on it. And hauls it in for the final out of the inning. So 1 man left on. 1 hit and no errors, no runs. Your score remains 3-0. You are listening, or 3-0. As we head into the bottom of the 5th, you're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the I3G Sports Network.
What can you do in 30 seconds? Warm up your coffee, tie your shoes, Google, should I get screened for lung cancer? Then actually get screened for lung cancer. If you're a current or former smoker, talk with an Essentia Health provider about your eligibility for a low-dose CT screening, because early-stage lung cancer often has no signs or symptoms. Screening can mean an increased chance of successful treatment. Learn more at essentiahealth.org.
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
And welcome back to Breckenridge, where we have the bottom of the 5th inning coming your way. Post 53 down 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And Luke Soley still on the hill for Pelican Rapids. He's given up 1 hit so far in the ball game and no runs. Due up for Breckenridge, Gavin Hoppert, Jacob Nicholson, and Riley Kappas. So they go 8-9-1 in the batting order. Hoppert struck out looking his last time up. This time around is going to be popping this one off. 0-1 count for the second baseman. As Breckenridge looking to get something going offensively. Have stranded a pair of base runners twice, but that is about it, all you could call production so far. Too high for ball 1. 1-1 count for Hoffert. Trying to give his squad a leadoff runner to work with. That one will nibble the outside corner for strike 2 looking. 1-2 count for Gavin Hoffert. Solely goes that curveball too far outside. 2-2 count. Hoppert. Jacob Nicholson on deck once again. And Breckenridge down 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. This one's going to be a short grounder to the third baseman, and the throw is too high, so the runner is safe. We're going to call that an error on the third baseman. I think the throw would have been on time. Wasn't too high, so Hoppert gets on with the E5. Actually, the first error of the day on Pelican Rapids. Jacob Nicholson coming up to the dish. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. He's got a man on first to work with. Nicholson shows bunt right away, but bails out. 1-0 count. Soley's pitch lands on the outside corner for strike 1. Even up the count. Jacob Nicholson. Leave that one upstairs. 2-1 count. Once again, a man on first and no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Breckenridge down 3-0 to Pelican Rapids here at Cowboy Field. And Solely comes back with a nice pitch to even it up 2-2. Solely fires it in. That one's fouled off. Hey, we got my first flinch of the day. It was I'll call it a half flinch, but it was definitely a flinch. Saw my light flash before my eyes, but 2-2 count. And runner is off. Pitch outside for ball 3. But Gavin Hoffert is able to swipe second. Now a full count for Jacob Nicholson. with a runner in scoring position. Man on second. Too high for ball 4. Jacob Nicholson marches down to first, and Breckenridge has got 2 base runners off the bat. But we've seen this movie before. We know that happened in the first inning as well. And it looks like this might be where they make a pitching change. And as they warm up their next pitcher here in the bottom of the 5th, we'll return with no outs and runners on first and second for Breckenridge as they are at the top of the order with Riley Kappas. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live. Oh, my apologies. They're actually they're rolling with Soli. You know, when it looks like they're talking about swapping positions in the field, you know, you think you're onto something, but evidently not. So Riley Kappas will step up to the plate. He drew a walk his first time up and then flew out to center field his next time through. Off speed. We'll swoop into the zone for strike 1 looking. All 1 count. And now that one, another one dropping into the inside part of the plate. One of those off speeds that gets the batter to kind of flinch like it's coming at them, and then all of a sudden it drops right back in. Kappas got to protect with the 0-2 count, and that curveball doesn't break how Soli wanted it to, so runners on first and second remain. 1-2 is the count for Riley Kappas. Kappas holds off on that one to even it up at 2-2 once again. Gavin Hofford on second, Jacob Nicholson on first base. Tying run is at the plate, Riley Kappas. No outs. Now that one too low to make it a full count. Once again with no outs. Soli gives the runner a glance at second. Delivers home, and the fastball sails too high for back-to-back walks. And they're going to let Soli ride it out a little longer. Brings up Jackson Riggs. He drew a walk his first time up and then grounded out to short. It's that nice play that we saw from Guler and Pesh. Riggs watches the first one go by in the dirt. Tells his runner to hang tight at third. As a bases clearing hit could tie the game. Breckenridge down 3-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard to Pelican Rapids post 17. That one too far outside. Now a 2-0 count. Luke Soli on the hill. Jackson Riggs at the dish. Riggs looking to break up this shutout. And that one too high. Almost grazed the helmet. 3-0 is the count for Riggs, who would love to get his second 4-pitch walk of the day. That would also give him an RBI here with the bases loaded. And they're going to make a pitching change with a 3-0 count. So head coach Andy Johnson is going to bring in, I think the second baseman is swapping over, Esteban Garza, I want to say. So as they warm up the next pitcher, we'll return with bases loaded and no outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Once again, Breckenridge with a golden opportunity here to tie this game up. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the i3G Sports Network.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heidkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heidkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Buying a new home is an exciting experience, but it can be a stressful one too. Miller Realty can help relieve some of that stress with a simple formula of integrity, trust, and most importantly, experience. Their talented team is made up of Guy, Shelly, Jared, Lisa, Melissa, and Stephanie. They've put in the years helping people buy and sell their homes, and they understand this market. Miller Realty is a trusted legacy business in the Twin Towns. Put their knowledge and experience to work for you. Miller Realty in Breckenridge, a lasting tradition of experience, knowledge, integrity, and trust. Find them online at GuyMillerRealty.com.
Minn Kota Egg Products proudly supports the communities we serve by sponsoring the broadcast of this high school sporting event. When a team takes the field, there is nothing like experience you can count on to produce a winning season. Minn Kota has that experienced team, supported by the latest technology, products, equipment, and information to deliver a winning game plan for your farm. Contact our locations in Breckenridge, Barney, Kent, Wyndmere, Wapton, and Colfax. Let our team lead you to a successful farming season.
North Dakota State College of Science is powered by the strong local connections we have with employers, business partners, program advisors, and local business leaders. We're proud to call Wahpeton home. Find out more about how you or your business can support NDSCS by visiting ndscs.edu. That's ndscs.edu.
Taking over the pitching duties with a 3-0 count and firing in the first strike of the at-bat, Esteban Garza. Not much worse situations you can be put in. 3-0 count with bases loaded and no outs. Also, your squad is up 3-0 as Jackson Riggs goes way upstairs for that one to try to drop this one into shallow left, and it's going to be hauled in for the out. So the three men will hang tight. Connor Ernst has hit it over to third base both times he's been up. One of them turned into a fielder's choice, the other a ground out. Connor Ernst coming up to the batter's box, looking to come through for his team. As Esteban Garza trying to get a couple outs before 3 runs can come across. And Connor Ernst is going to drive this one out to left field where it's going to be hauled in, but Gavin Hoffert's going to tag up. We're going to see if he's going to get home in time, and he will for the RBI sac fly from Ernst. Connor Ernst doing his job. Bring the run across. Brings up Cooper Roberts. Gavin Hofford scores the first run of the day for Breckenridge. Make it a 3-1 game here in the bottom of the 5th on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Brings up Cooper Roberts. Drew a walk his last time up, and the time before that he flew out to right field. Similar to the one Riggs just had, kind of slapping one that was a high pitch, and this time it's going to go right to third base, and the 5-3 putout is made. Once again, Pesh is going to have to make the tag over there, but Breckenridge is able to cut into the lead. Now 3-1 is your score after 5 innings. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network.
Getting you back to what you love. We are Optimum Rehab. For over a decade, Dr. Tony Egeman has provided physical therapy services for the people of Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding communities. We're a small practice that sees our patients as individuals. Through hands-on techniques, our patients have their treatment plans tailored to their exact needs. Sprains, sore muscles, back pain, achy joints, rehab following surgery, you name it. Optimum Rehab is your answer. When you need exceptional physical therapy, You need Optimum Rehab.
What if you could store heat during off-peak hours when electric prices are lowest and use it when you need it? With a heat storage system, you can. Underfloor systems and other options heat your whole home or individual rooms so you can stay comfortable and save. Plus, they're at least 100% efficient, so no energy or dollars are wasted. With Otter Tail Power Company rebates, now's the time to see how you can store, heat, and save. Go to otpco.com/heat storage to get started.
Back to Breckenridge, where Post 53 has cut into the lead with their first run of the day, but going to need two more to tie this one up as they trail 3-1 here in the top of the sixth. Brings up Willem Pesch. Just wrapped up another inning by making a tag over at first base, and his 2 times through the order, he has struck out. Now a different pitcher, maybe it will be a different result for him. Swing and a miss on the off speed to start it off. Or maybe things are going to get harder. I'm not sure. But 7, 8, 9 in the order for Pelican Rapids. And swung on a miss on the high outside curveball. It's going to be one he's going to be kicking himself for after the game. 0-2 is the count. We'll see if Logan Church can capitalize here with the early advantage. And the bat is going to get poked out, and they're going to drive it out to right field, where it is going to drop for a single. Just kind of stuck the bat out there, and Willem Pesch is rewarded with a single. Levi Hillica struck out and popped up to the third baseman after Pesch leads off the top of the sixth with a hit. That one will find the outside part of the plate. Left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. 0-1 count. And that one almost ends up bouncing off the helmet of Hillica, but he's able to get out of the way. Church, is this one too low? 2-1 count. Levi Hillica for his first base rip of the day. Pelican Rapids has got 8 so far to Breckenridge's 1. This one is going to be a pop-up. Out of play once again. Now a full count with a man on first and no outs. Breckenridge down 3-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard to Pelican Rapids Post 17. Hillica awaits the payoff pitch and will foul that one off to keep the at-bat alive. Man on first once again. Logan Church, the sign he likes from Connor Ernst. Trying to get the first out of the inning, and he's going to ring him up with a strike on the outside corner to get Hillica looking. Brings up Bricker Haugrud, who's got a pair of singles on the day at the bottom of the order. Going to try to stay hot at the plate. Church delivers home, and it's driven out to right field, where Paul Armitage will make the grab. Back-to-back outs as Lucas Verdorn comes up to the plate. 1 for 3 on the day. He's got a single and then a pair of Ks. Both of them were looking. Logan Church took over in the 5th inning. The start of the 5th, I should say, didn't come in midway through. They were likely trying to save on pitching. Had a game on Monday and another one tomorrow once again. This one will go inside the zone for a strike to make it 1-1. Logan Church trying to get the final out of the top of the 6th. And won't get a strike there. Low one at the shins. 2-1 count for this Bricker Hauger, or my apologies for Lucas Verdorn. And now 2-2 after the strike looking. Verdorn trying not to strand his man over at first, as Logan Church will step off, compose himself, get back to it. And this one is fouled off. 2-2 count. Breckenridge down 3-1 on their home field near Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And that one too high for ball 3. Headed in the middle where you'd like to have it, but too high. And that one sails too far outside for ball 4. First walk of the day for Logan Church. Willem Pesch moves over to second as Esteban Garza steps up to the dish. Drew a walk and scored a run, and then grounded out to short on his last 2 at-bats. So Charlie Crachaw's got to be ready over there for another one potentially. Instead, this is going to be popped up. Jackson Riggs is going to try to head over there and make the grab, but it's going to go out of play. Oh, 1 count for Esteban Garza. Runners on first and second. 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Second pitcher they've seen today. Logan Church has this one driven to the outfield, and Lawson Oliphant's going to try to make it, and he's not going to be able to get there in time. 1 run scores. It'll just be the lone run after the RBI single from Garza. Brings up Luke Soley. Soley's got a single and a double and a strikeout. 2 for 3. Also scored a run in the game as well. 4-1 Pelican Rapids advantage with runners in the corners. This one is popped up and is going to go out of play right behind the dugout. Verdorn is on third, and Garza is on first. Soley trying to come through. Church has the runner off to second, and going to try to catch him in a rundown, and they're going to be able to get the out at third. So the 1-5 put out limits the damage to just the 1 run. Breckenridge now kind of back to square one, though, as they trail by 3 once again. We'll see how they do in the bottom of the 6th. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM. Pelican Rapids post 17 up 4-1.
You want what you want. At Quality Toyota, we totally understand that we aren't going to talk you into a car you don't want. Instead, we're here to help you find the car, the color, the options, and the style that you do want. All with a simple, easy, and stress-free approach, because the price listed online or in every windshield is the only price. That way, we can concentrate on getting you the right car. Quality Toyota, West Lincoln Avenue in Fergus Falls. QualityToyota.net. Let's go places.
How much do you really know about insurance? You have to have it, and your family should be covered at all times in case of an accident. What coverage is the best for you? That's where independent insurance agents Tyler Kent and Brad Rivard at Red River Agency Incorporated of Breckenridge can help. They provide all your insurance needs for home, auto, farm, life, commercial, MPCI, and crop hail. It's that easy. Give Tyler Kent or Brad Rivard a call at 643-1623. Red River Agency Incorporated, always by your side.
B92.7 is KDMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.
Cowboy Field, where Breckenridge trails 4-1. We start off the bottom of the 6th inning. Due up 4, post 53. They got Paul Armitage coming up to the plate. And Paul Armitage so far is 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice and flew out to a center fielder. Bottom of the 6th inning. Breckenridge left a pair of men on last inning. Were able to get their first run across. Oh, 0-2 count for Paul Armitage. And Armitage fouls this one off, looking for the second hit of the day for Breckenridge. Armitage. As this one go too high and inside. 1-2 is count. On the hill is Esteban Garza in relief. Got thrown into a wild situation. Mid batter jumped in while it was a 3-0 count with bases loaded and no outs, and was able to limit to just 1 run. Armitage fouls this one off out of play. Two count for Armitage. Garza's pitch too far outside to make it a full count. Breckenridge down by 3 once again. They trailed by 3 for a bulk of the game. Then we're able to finally cut it down to 2, but Pelican Rapids was able to answer with a run right away. And swung on a miss from Armitage. Now Logan Church. Good guy to have at the plate at the moment, as he has the lone hit of the day for Breckenridge. Blooped that single right over the first baseman's glove. With Charlie Craychaw on deck. And Church stays hot at the plate. Both of the team's hits on the day, I should say. And he also swiped a bag to get into scoring position his last time around, so we'll see if he does the same. Craychaw so far 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out once looking and once swinging. 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. With a man on first. First pitch goes inside for ball one. Crayjaw with Gavin Hoffert on deck. Hoffert, who has scored the lone run of the game for his team. As that one drops in for strike one looking. 1-1 count for Crayjaw with a man on first. And that one hits the outside corner for strike two looking. Crayjaw let's protect here with the 1-2 count and a man on first once again. Here in the bottom of the sixth. And the runner is off. Pretty smart pitch out, and they are going to say it's in time. So Logan Church is out at second. Well, tough break for Breckenridge. It's Crayjaw. Continues the at-bat. 2-2 count for Crayjaw. Esteban Garza. His squad leading 4-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard as Crayjaw pops this one up. Good hustle there from the pitcher, the catcher, and the first baseman, but neither 1, 2, or 3 could get there in time. Post 17 leads Breckenridge post 53, 4-1, currently here in the bottom of the sixth with 2 outs. Nobody on after Logan Church was caught stealing. It was a good throw there from Schustrom. And drop third strike. Crayjaw heading on down to first base where he is going to be out. So 3 up, 3 down. 1 hit, none left on, no runs, no errors. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM as we head into the final inning of play. Pelican Rapids once again leads 4-1, and we'll be back in 1 minute.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, providing grain and agronomy services to help maximize your farm's potential. Red River Grain has been serving farmers for years with competitive prices and high-quality service. Speak to Brad, Carson, or Tammy for all of your grain and agronomy needs. Red River Grain, East Breckenridge, 643-3738. That's 643-3738, or you can find them online at redrivergrain.com.
Make sure your vehicle is road trip ready and save big at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Receive up to $40 in rebates on select brake rotors and brake pads. Up to $30 in rebates on select wipers. Up to $20 in rebates on select batteries. And up to $15 in rebates on engine and cabin air filters. Small town friendly, big town deals. Smith Motors, your certified Chevy and GMC dealership in Wapaton. For more savings, visit them online at smithmotors.com.
And welcome back to Cowboy Field, where we are set to start the top of the 7th. Breckenridge finds himself down 4-1 as we start off the final inning of play potentially. See if Breckenridge can force extra innings. And first pitch is popped up. Good hustle here from multiple guys, and Logan Church was the one who had the best play on it, but wasn't able to squeeze it. So fouled off to keep the at-bat alive. So at the dish, Luke Soley, who had his at-bat interrupted last inning as the inning came to an end with a pickoff at third after a player got a rundown between first and second base, and they toss over to third to get the lead runner. Now 1-1 is the count for Luke Soley, who's looking for his third hit of the day, and goes right into the grandstand. Not my worst flinch of the day, but I'd call it a 0.6 out of 1. It was more than half of a flinch. We'll go 1-2 count, and that one ripped right up the middle past the pitcher. Totally cool if Logan Church flinched at that one. That is the 3rd hit of the day for Luke Soley, who's also on pace to pick up a win on the hill. Timmy Guler just got a knack for getting on base any way he can. He's got on with an error, got on with a fielder's choice, and also got on with a single. He's 3 times up. First pitch way outside for ball 1. Guler with Ethan Schustrom on deck. And a runner on first. This one's going to be driven to left field. And it is going to be to the left field fence. Looks like it's going to not score a run. So a stand-up double for Timmy Guler. Leaves 2 runners in scoring position after back-to-back base knocks. Brings up Ethan Schustrom, who had a 2-run single to open up this game in the first, but since then has struck out twice. First one was looking, and then the next one was swinging, as head coach Jack Heidemann for Breckenridge Post 53. Gonna do a quick mound visit here. Maybe going to be doing a pitching change to try to save Logan Church for later on this week. Well, they're going to talk about it at least. Maybe it's just going to be a last inning strategy session. Jack Heidemann comes out of this with a play that gets them a triple play. I'm on board. Super easy to draw those up, I'm sure. We'll see what he's got. As Coach Heidemann giving some good insights to the guys. Some other guys we could potentially see coming in relief. Riley Kappas. Could also see Cooper Roberts throw some maybe, or Charlie Craychaw. And actually, I think Craychaw, they might have burned him from the game on Monday. Breckenridge once again down 4-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard here in the top of the 7th. Trying to keep that lead at 3 runs. This one is fouled off. Out of play once again. Goes over all of the fans in the bleachers. 0-1 count. Logan Church. Always expect him to lean on that off speed. And it is what has made him a formidable pitcher the last few years, and now he's got an 0-2 advantage here in the count. Trying to make it 3 straight strikeouts for Schustrom. This one's going to be popped straight up. And shortstop Charlie Craychaw is going to have the play on it. For out number 1. McLean Hovland steps up to the plate with 1 out and runners on 2nd and 3rd. Hovland so far on the day is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Also popped up to first base. One out. And first pitch. Cyclones into the zone for strike 1 looking. Just love that winding curve. And that one will catch the outside corner as well. 0-2 count for McLean Hovland. Trying not to strand these 2 runners on 2nd and 3rd. And got a call for time. Umpire grants. And now we're back to it. Logan Church fires home and swung on and missed for strike 3. Back-to-back outs after back-to-back hits. And now brings up Willem Pesh. Pesh got a single last inning and then scored a run. The times before that he struck out both trips to the plate, so kind of feast or famine for Willem Pesh, and that off speed drops into the zone for strike one. And that low and inside is going to score a run with the wild pitch. And coming in for the run was Luke Soley. His first time, or second time coming across to score a run today. Timmy Guler advances to third. And 1-1 is the count. This one is going to be a slap foul. So after the runner came in on the wild pitch, we have a 5-1 score. And a 1-2 count for Willem Pesh. Pesh is going to drive that to right field. Paul Armitage is going to go back, and haul it in for the out. Apologies, you guys didn't get to catch that on the video stream. But we got a 5-1 score. 1 man left on. 1 run scores off of 2 hits and no errors. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7. Breckenridge down to their final 3 outs. Let's see what they got for the bottom of the 7th.
Ever notice how every other ad seems to be an insurance company promising to save you money?
What is with these insurance companies?
Hi, this is Matt.
And this is Amanda.
And we're your local State Farm agents.
We're here to debunk all the insurance junk.
What do you really need to know?
What is a fair and competitive price?
Let us make sure you are getting the best bang for your insurance dollar.
And find out why State Farm has been around for over 100 years and remains #1 today.
So what's in a name? Well, plenty when it comes to decisions about assisted living.
When it was time for Mom to make that move, we looked at a ton of options.
Everywhere we looked, there was something cold and impersonal. Then we found Twin Town Villa.
What we found at Twin Town Villa was completely different. They gently nurture their residents' identities, they help them hold their dignity, and they do it all with loving respect.
Twin Town Villa is a building filled with people, not numbers.
Twin Town Villa, building respect and dignity, one resident at a time.
Cowboy Field, where Breckenridge finds themselves down 5-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. And due up for Breckenridge in their final 3 outs, Gavin Hoffer, Jacob Nicholson, and Riley Kappas. Pending any pinch hit substitutions here. So we'll start off with Hoffer once again. And Esteban Garza looking to close this game out after coming in relief for Luke Soley. And it is a 5-1 lead once again as we pick up for the bottom of the 7th. And Gavin Hoffert watches strike one go by on the outside part of the plate for strike one once again. And Hoffert able to put this one in play. And Timmy Guler off the mark on the throw. And that is the second time Hoffert's gotten on base with an error. He's able to make it all the way over to second this time around. So Hoffert gets on with the E6. He scored the lone run of the game for Breckenridge, so he's going to potentially get their next one as well. Jacob Nicholson, 0 for 1 on the day, struck out his first time up and then drew a walk on his next trip to the plate. Has a man in scoring position after the error. And I think I got 2 errors on Pelican so far. I forgot they had the one in the 5th inning. First pitch strike there for Jacob Nicholson. It's again, Breckenridge down 5-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. That one too low and outside. Jacob Nicholson. The 1-2 count. Going to pick up where he left off on Monday. And this one is going to be fouled off down the first base line. 1-2 count for Nicholson. Hofford on second. And top of the order coming up after this at bat. See if Nicholson can come through. That one too low and inside to make it a 2-2 count. Nicholson, the left-handed hitter. Waits on the delivery. That one too high. Make it a full count. Once again, a man on second, and Breckenridge down 5-1 as we start the bottom of the seventh. Full count, payoff pitch. It's going to go inside. Nicholson walks for the second time in a row. Deja vu a little bit, so we'll see if that's going to continue with Riley Kappas coming up to the plate. His last time through the order, he drew a walk. Tying run is on deck. Runners on first and second, no outs for Kappas. 0 for 1 with a pair of walks. This one goes by the eyeballs. 1-0 count for Riley Kappas. Now a 2-0 after that one goes inside. Garza trying to put the finishing touches on this victory for Pelican Rapids if they can hold on. As Kappas watches fastball laser into the outside corner for strike one, 2-1 count. And swung on and missed from Kappas. Now 2-2 with runners on first and second and no outs in the bottom of the seventh. Breckenridge down 5-1 in the final inning. Looking to keep this game alive. And that one is going to catch the outside corner for strike three, looking for Riley Kappas. Brings up Jackson Riggs. Riggs has been up to the plate 3 times today. Popped up once, grounded out once, and drew a walk on his first time up. Now has 2 men on. And the first pitch, he lines right by the pitcher. And they almost got it in fast enough where they could get the runner at second. So another hit for Breckenridge. Talking it over at second. Oh, they're actually going to say they got the out at second. So good job by the center fielder to be able to get in there and get the lead runner. Don't see they'll put out from center field like that very often on a play like that, but so now with 2 outs and runners in the corners, Connor Ernst comes up to the plate. Esteban Garza delivers the pitch, and this one smacked over to the third baseman, who's going to toss over to first for the final out of the game. Pelican Rapids comes into Breckenridge and takes a 5-1 victory home. We'll take a quick break before we come back with your post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty. You are listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live for the i3G Sports Network.
OSPTI promotes specialized and extended training of therapists to better treat orthopedic injuries. OSPTI offers pool therapy to promote early return to activity and sport training, and also can enhance and challenge return to sport conditions. OSPTI promotes wellness progression with aftercare programs and programs open to the public, such as return to sport training, athletic enhancement, adult fitness classes, gym and pool memberships, and aquatic exercise classes for a patient to continue their wellness journey. Start your wellness journey by calling OSPTI today, 218-641-7725.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
My name is Christy Baumhart. I am proud to be a part of the school district with dedicated staff, including administration, teachers, paraprofessionals, cooks, and custodians who are kind, caring, compassionate, and committed to the students in our district. They support, respect, and help one another succeed. One thing I am really excited about is the technology available to our students as it enhances their learning experience in the classroom. Not only as an employee, but also as a parent, I know the benefits of having both my children in the Breckenridge School District. Breckenridge Pride. We inspire to excel.
Breckenridge Schools, Breckenridge Pride, inspiring to excel.
And welcome to our post-game show brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge. And we'll dive into it with our stat report brought to you by the local State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. And we'll start off with the batting for Breckenridge because there's not a whole lot to report. They ended the day with 3 hits on the day. Riley Kappas was 0 for 2 on the day with a pair of walks. Had a strikeout as well. Jackson Riggs was 1 for 3 and also got on with a walk. Or my apologies, Jackson Riggs actually didn't get a hit for that one because it was a fielder's choice. Forgot about that. So actually only 2 hits on the day. And Jackson Riggs was 0 for 3, as I should have corrected that. Connor Ernst was 0 for 4, plated a run with an RBI sac fly though. Cooper Roberts was 0 for 2 with a walk. Logan Church 2 for 3 with both of the team's hits once again. Gavin Hoffert scored the team's lone run. He was 0 for 3 with a strikeout, and then Charlie Krejci 0 for 3 with a trio of strikeouts. Jacob Nicholson struck out once and then walked twice. And we'll see what else we got here. Breckenridge only had 1 error in the field. Pelican Rapids had 2, but Pelican Rapids had 11 hits to Breckenridge's 2, so big advantage there, which makes sense with the 5-1 final result. But Breckenridge's pitching, was looking pretty stout at times as Jackson Riggs gave up 3 runs in the first 4 innings of work. Only 6 hits allowed, 2 earned runs, 1 walk. So 2 of those 3 runs were earned, and then 9 strikeouts in 4 innings. So Riggs was going at a pretty good pace there. Could have ended up with well over 10 of them. But they went with Logan Church for the final 3 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts for his pitching duties. And then for Pelican Rapids, they were led at the plate by Luke Soley, who was 3 for 4 with a pair of runs scored. And driving in 2 runs was Ethan Schustrom on that 2-run single he had earlier in the game. And then Esteban Garza and Timmy Guler also had RBIs in the victory. Soley had the lone extra base hit for them with a double. And then Soley, picking up the win, had 4 innings pitched, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 5 walks, and struck out 4 batters. Esteban Garza came in for the final 3 innings in relief, only gave up 1 hit as well. No runs allowed with a walk and 3 strikeouts. Let's take a look at your State Farm stat report brought to you by the local State Farm agents in Breckenridge and Wapaton with Matt and Amanda Frederick. And take another quick break here and come back with your play of the game, which is brought to you by Red River Agency, your hometown agents in Breck, and then also your player of the game brought to you by Essentia Health in Wapaton here with you
Working the land is by nature a dirty job. What fuels me to get it done? The generations of farmers who've worked the soil before me. What fuels my equipment? Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, a premium diesel fuel with an additive package that's 40% more effective at breaking down engine deposits. The cleanest fuel yet for the dirtiest of jobs. Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster, fueled by innovation, powered to perform.
Contact Farmers Union Oil Southern Valley for more information on Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
And welcome back to your post-game show, brought to you by Miller Realty in Breckenridge. Apologies, better show Miller Realty some love here with a logo here on the post-game show as Breckenridge falls to Pelican Rapids post 17, 5-1. And it is time for your play of the game, which is brought to you by Red River Agency. Once again, your hometown agents in Breckenridge. And play of the game, Breckenridge is only able to put one run on the board here, so we could go with that. The RBI sac fly from Connor Ernst. I know there's some good plays defensively here, though. But you know what I'm going to go with? Actually, I'm going to go with Jackson Riggs is with his kind of a strikeout streak. I know he ends up getting the loss in this one, but a stretch of let's look through here. Struck out 3 guys in the first inning, struck out 3 guys in the second inning. 3 of the 4 batters he faced, mind you. Also struck out 2 batters in the third inning, and then tacked on 1 more K in the fourth before calling it a day. So at least 1 strikeout in every inning, multiple in 3 of the 4. So I'm going to go with just some of those strikeouts, being able to catch those outside corners. Jackson Riggs gets my play of the game, even though that's multiple plays. But you know me, I'm always finding a workaround to try to make it work for the play of the game. And now for your player of the game, brought to you by Essentia Health, here with you. And, this one's a no-brainer. Logan Church coming through at the plate with the team's lone 2 hits. So Logan Church had the bat ready and was able to get a couple base knocks. But other than that, none doing for Breckenridge at the plate. Also could have gone with Riggs with the 9 strikeouts, too. But I figured that would be more fitting for the play of the game instead of player of the game. But that'll do it for the player of the game as well, here with you. Brought to you by Essentia Health once again, and that will do it for our post-game show, sponsored by Miller Realty. We very much appreciate all of you for tuning in, and we'll be doing another Breckenridge broadcast tomorrow as they are back on their home field once again, hosting Morris at 6:30. Make sure to tune in, and we'll see how the post-53 squad can bounce back after this one. Have I been calling them the Cowboys throughout the broadcast? That would not surprise me, but that'll do it for our Miller Realty post-game show. You've been listening to American Legion Baseball on B92.7 FM and watching on YouTube at KBMW News Live, part of the I3G Sports Network. Have a fantastic rest of the night, folks, and catch you guys back here tomorrow once again.
B92.7 is KBMW Breckenridge Wahpeton. All the hits from 2KM today.